Morning, guys. It's one of those mornings. Hello. It's one of those mornings. It's not the playlist I can play. Ugh. Oh God, it's warm today. Today's gonna be the worst day, I think, because it's like really humid today. Hi, Core. Oh. And I've still got to eat breakfast. Oh. One of those mornings. Ugh. Oh boy. Hello. Where's my chat? Where are you at? Ugh. There we go. I can see you guys. Hi. I don't have anything ready. Oh, I'm a mess this morning. Wow, I'm so sorry. Gonna need that. Gonna need that. Might need the knives, but I don't know yet. Ah, because we're on new mini stuff. And when I was going through the cupboard, even though we have a mountain of minis, it's like opening the fridge and then not knowing what to paint. Great, we have a mountain of minis to paint, but when I open the cupboard to be like, what am I going to paint this week? I was like, oh, paint stuff. Ah. as the water. Let's eat some breakfast, that would actually make me feel a bit better. My body is attacking me. Got a couple of big bastards that we can glue together. I got a couple of these. Made from this clear purple resin. And I got a few minis like this, where they've made them from a clear resin. We got you saw me baser, a couple of green ghosts a while back. Oh god, all day's gonna be like this. So you can obviously have like the mini be transparent. I'm gonna try to the best of my ability to paint just the rock that it's on. Which might result in me like having to scrape some paint off because I almost doubt that I'll get it to be that finely detailed, but we're gonna try. Yeah. So I've got quite a few scenery bits like knocking about, which I feel like maybe I should paint because obviously they get sometimes multiple use. But I've only grabbed these to start with. I popped into VR and checked the karting worlds and they seem to be fine for me, though a few are poorly made. No, you don't understand, Cole. The problem with karting worlds is motion sickness when you're wearing a VR headset. If you're in desktop mode, of course they're going to be fine. They run fine. They make you sick. The motion sickness is awful. Yeah, that's why I was like, no, dear God, we're not playing those. It's not that they don't work. If anything, they work too well. The motion sickness is awful. So I have an advantage then. We're not going go-karting! Go-karting is the only world that I have been so sick in that I've had to leave within 5 minutes. Like, I got into the world, some people were already mid-race, I don't know how they did it. I got into a car, pressed accelerate, and it went and went like up a wall and flipped upside down, and I immediately was like, hut, and I was like, nope, I have to go. Oh god. That was awful. There we go. It's weird how different things like are and aren't okay. It's like go-karting is. I think the thing is that it's too fast, and it's like, and because it's so small, it's like immediate of just them. Like you immediately shoot off, but it's so weird because there's like flight simulators, and the flight simulators weirdly are okay because in a weird way they don't feel as fast, and I suppose it's because you're up in the air, so the scenery is like really far away. So the scenery is like barely moving. you know? Because that's how, like, distance works. Alright. Let's prime first? I think we'll prime first. I'll do some priming, and then I'll do some gluing. I've gotten through a decent amount of, like, some of these mid-sized ones. There's still loads. But there's a lot of these large-sized ones that need assembling. And I think at this point I'm holding myself back because of that putty stuff I need. Ugh. That was gross. Just comes out a liquid. I forgot to shake it. Was a little heavy-handed on that, I think. I do miss having spray primer, because spray primer was so much faster. It's very funny because this pile of bones is so very clearly designed to be animated, because there is a creature mini made out of bones that like 100% matches this skeleton. And the thing is, because we both know that, I feel like if either of us ever saw this on a battlefield, we'd be like, yeah, we're not standing near that. That ain't a bit of set decoration. No. I need you to respect me, I respect me. I don't need you to love me, I love me.
But I want you to know you couldn't know me if you change your life.
Oh god. You're remembering to drink your water. You drink some water. That's what we have a point redeemed for. How you doing this morning, Das? Yeah, let's clean this in the sink. Wrote the same thing incredibly late last night, only up for about an hour. That's the good shit. Alright, I don't have a holder for these and I need one. Because they're so tiny. Yeah, pencil would probably do. Where's my blue tack?
way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities,
Ugh.
I look like all you need.
Oh, the painkillers are kicking in, thank God. Hi Rex, good to see you. How's things?
I just wanna feel your skin on mine. Feel your eyes do the exploring. Passing in the message when you smile. Take my time, baby. Something in you lights up heaven in me. The feeling won't let me sleep. 'Cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes.
Let's use the smaller brush for this.
Possibilities, I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need.
I actually made like a crystal mini out of some clay for D&D. Just the one. But I really liked how it turned out. It was like the first and only thing that I've made out of clay. And I still have that clay. Again, it's probably gone bad now at this point. There's some of that like coloured sculpey clay that you can get. I think it was another one of those, lockdown hobbies where you're looking for literally anything to occupy your time. In fact, I think they're still in this this box here. Got an art supply box here full of art supplies that I have not been using. Oh, Fimo is the one I got. This is yeah, especially the open stuff. Oh wow, it's still soft. Oh yeah, because you have to bake this kind of clay. This is clay that you have to bake. This isn't air dry, but still, it's probably not very good at this point. Yeah, I have a art supply box that's full of a lot of miscellaneous stuff that I've never used. I got washi tape, a tiny pocket watercolor travel case that obviously never gets used. Some tubes of acrylic that are, again, potentially bad, although these might never have been opened. That's still squishy, so... some sketching pencils. Admittedly, these have been used. Yeah, it's just a miscellaneous art box I have. Which was part of why I started craft mornings, because I was like, I have way too many craft supplies, but then I immediately just started doing the mini painting. So I was like, the mini situation is dire. It's dire. What? Just not here, no. Okay, Rex, you said my name and then didn't say anything else.
So come with me, let's die anywhere else. Anywhere, just not here.
These minis that have the clear resin are definitely the kind that clever people could probably hollow them out and put LEDs in them, but I'm not that smart. So I would do another layer of that, but actually having the purple come through might make a nice, like, undercoat for it, in the same way that you might have an undercoat for an actual, like, painting. Okay. Oh, this guy's got some tiny bits. I think I saw these in the bag and I was like, oh god, I hope something didn't snap off. But nope, that's just part of it. Oh, is he like a fishman? Gerald Fishman. It's interesting how some of this stuff, I wonder why they make the decision of like some of this stuff is molded and then some of this stuff you've got to attach yourself. Like, why is this one attached but this one isn't? I wonder what the design choices behind which bits you do and don't have to attach. I hate that he's got like bulbous bits on his back. I think it's a reference to a certain type of frog. Okay, that doesn't fit in there too great, but I think it fits in there enough. Definitely gonna need to get some putty for that. That one doesn't really fit in there. A hoot. Hoot. Oh wow, that is an awkward place for that to be in. Jesus. Hold up. Oh, and he doesn't even fit his base, like, in the slightest. Jesus. What the heck is this? That doesn't fit in the slightest. Son of a gun. Such an awkward angle to put that in. Does the mini have a build guide? None of these minis have a build guide. No, absolutely not. These aren't Warhammer minis. These are Reaper minis. No, none of them have a build guide. As part of the fun is working out how they come together.
decide to stay.
They're generally pretty easy to work out.
Cause you're a busy boy and I'm not too sure if I can fit in your schedule. You're from the other side of town, where the world is upside down.
Doesn't matter much to me.
Cause everything you are is all I wanna be. If I talk to play, would you remember me? I'm in love with the
Fox boy on the internet sounds weird, but it's true. Jesus, yeah, that doesn't fit at all. Which I think is just like a manufacturing fault. That's definitely going to be a putty job of put it in as best you can and let the putty fill in the gaps. Pussy can hide a multitude of sins. Oh, I see. Wait, this comes around here as well.
You're looking happier
Ah, this is ass.
with your friend. You're such a busy boy, but I am sure
There we go.
give you what he gives you. So if you've had a bad day, I'm only a telegram message away. Oh yeah, baby, you matter much to me. Cause everything you are is all I wanna be. If I took a plane, would you remember?
He's got a fish. I was about to say it's his snack, but the way he's holding it almost makes me wonder if it's his pet. Yeah, I've had this on bases before with plastic minis of like, oh, it's got two keys for where you've got to put them in. And one fits in great, and the other fits in great, but they don't both fit in great at the same time. So you kind of have to pick which one is going to be like the load-bearing foot. Ugh. That's what you get for like buying like 500 minis for what was it, like £100? Insanely good value. Like every mini was like 50 pence, including like the big ones. Which is why we have so many minis, because we were like, if we just get this bumper pack of minis, we'll never need to buy minis again. Because we'll just have everything. Probably gonna have to go like that, I think. Alright, I'm gonna load this up with a ton of glue. And definitely gonna need to get a bunch of modelling putty shoved into the gaps. Don't even know your name. Yeah, he's not going to be very... Yep, that doesn't want to sit at all, actually. Cool. I might have to fill that hole with mini and then... with putty and then get the... then try to stick him on, because he's just, like, not going in at all. That would probably have to do. Definitely got glue on my hand there. Yeah, this is how most of these minis came. In a massive box. Advertised on the back. Plastic bag. And in said plastic bag is more plastic bags. And if they are big minis, they're in pieces. Instructions are for other people. More scenery. And because we went insane, we bought about 6 of these, which is why we have so many minis. And I've just been periodically reaching into the box and pulling out a bag and being like, well, what the hell is this? Yeah, she got a knife. Do you have any basing materials or dirt yourself? I mean, yeah, I have, I've got the gravel, but I'm out of, modelling putty, which is on the throne, which I need. Because the gravel is not a glue. Well, it has glue in it, but it's not suitable for that. You know, the stuff that I use to do this guy. This is it. That's a fill it full of modelling clay job first. The Kickstarter came with a bunch of these like chibi-esque minis, which are meant to be like the mascots. Got a couple of them at this point. Time to inhale more microplastics! Yay! And so yeah, I do that with like a lot of my minis, is that a lot of them I basically hide where the actual plastic seam is, where it touches the base, so that it's nice and uniform all the way around. But that is not what that is. That is a clay job That is not a basing material job. Oh, I see, like that, huh? Okay. It always sucks when you don't have your headphones. Always sucks when you don't have your headphones. More scenery duders. So we got so many of these. We got like magical orbs, we got flame torches, we got just bits of stone. These look like skulls. Got a bunch of them. And you can see I've done some of doing these little crystals here today. So I may end up doing some scenery bits over the next couple of weeks. Just because when it comes to things like monsters and stuff, I need the putty to go in there, which I don't presently have. This is how Barbies are made. Pretty sure they're in a bag at work, but if not, they weren't too expensive, so replacing them won't hurt much. Ironically, like, I've never really had a pair of, like, really expensive headphones, but I literally have a pair of, like, £5 headphones I got from Asda one day when I was at university, and I was like, oh, my headphones broke. I need to go buy some more. £5 headphones from Asda. There we go. They're really nice. I like them. They do the job. Obviously, my headset at the computer is a decent one because Stanchi doesn't like me having cheap equipment for my computer. But for my everyday headphones of, oh, I want to walk down to the shop and not have to listen to the world, £5 does the job. No D&D today? Oh. Dang it. Oh, man. Alright. We've been keeping these Ziploc bags because they've been useful for putting D&D, for putting game board parts in. When you get board games that have, like, tokens and stuff, a surprising amount of board games just put tokens loose after you've popped them out of the cardboard that they come in, so we've been keeping these for that purpose. Right, big bastard. This man has a whole pig. Oh, I see. We've got one other mini like this. Do you want him to throw the pig, or do you want him to I literally only got one mini that has that. Let me put that back. I'm gonna put that guy back for now. This box back, but I might as well have just kept it out because I'm in an assembling mood. Oh my god, that's a bag of like 15 goblins. That's just goblins. Oops, all goblins. More bits of scenery. I don't know what that is. I need to talk with Curls about Tala stuff. But before I do that, I need to actually, like, sketch some of it down. It was thoughts I had while I was away on holiday. Because being on holiday gives you time to think about stuff like that. Funnily enough, it's inspired by the Wolf game. Hi, Nemo! How you doing, friend? Funny enough, it's inspired by the Wolf game that we play when we're not playing D&D, which you'll see tonight. Oh, I was like, what the hell is this? It's like a deer man. Like a Baphomet kind of thing. That's rather nice. Oh, he's very stumpy. He's very stumpy. How you doing, bud? Hope you're doing alright. I feel like I haven't spoken with you in ages. I hope you're okay. Very good. Good! That's what I like to hear. That is what I like to hear. My only problem with a lot of these Reaper minis is that a lot of the characters are really wide stanced. So even though they're in like a size category of like small or something, they don't fit on small bases. And I end up having to like trim them down. So that is overlapping. So I'm probably literally just gonna like hack away at some of that plastic so that it fits nicely on the base. There we go. And then it works both ways in that I trim away at this end here so it's not overhanging, and then I'll use a mixture of putty and soil to fill it up to the edge like that, so that we then end up with a mini like this where the quote-unquote base goes all the way to the edge, all the way around. So this is an example of one that I did, and I've like, once you prime it all together, you basically don't see it. Take a bit off this side as well. There we go. That looks about the right size. There we go. And that's how I do most of my minis. Damp bit of cloth is a good way to wipe up any bits, as though stick to the damp cloth. Or in this case, tissue. Let's put these bags in the bin while we're here. I haven't actually checked the chat because I've been streaming. By which I mean Discord, not stream chat. I probably should have specified. Yeah. Ollie already said he couldn't make this week, so the moment Aaron said he couldn't make it, that meant it's also important that he rests as well. So, Wolfgang tonight. Let's not get them mixed up. Eggman versus Bowser, oh my god, that sounds amazing. That sounds so silly. And I like silly things.
that I live in a kingdom of thieves, and people who say
Things they don't really mean. Really mean. Oh.
you're only everything I ever dreamed of. You must be kidding me. Did you really think I could say no? I want you for a lifetime. So if you're
This is going to be interesting how to fit.
baby, I don't wanna know, baby. I don't wanna know.
Okay, so it's tilted a little bit forward. I was like, is her hair gonna just completely go against the back of the mini? But no, it doesn't. It's Keeper Varel, which is an NPC from my D&D homebrew game that now doesn't get played anymore, that none of you know. She's a badass paladin lady who takes no nonsense from anybody.
Things I don't really mean.
The mini's downstairs. She was an important enough NPC that she got her own mini. Because this was a homebrew game that I played at a table. How many of my NPCs were important enough to get their own minis? Newland got his own mini. Newland is my child, and I was thinking about him the other day because I still love him. Keeper Varel got her own mini. Draven got his own mini. Archdruid Lyfera got her own mini. And then 2 villain minis, one of which the party had met and defeated. He is now dead. And I had another villain mini in the works, which now will not come to light, which is a shame. But I will probably still paint that mini to look like the villain anyway. Oh, he's supposed to sit on this. I was like, what am I looking at? He sits on this. Okay, little pot goblin. I feel like Eggman is more of a villain than Bowser. I mean, Eggman did actually manage to get a world-destroying laser functioning and did destroy the moon with it. Sonic stopped him before he could destroy the planet, but that was a thing he had, and Bowser, I don't think, has ever really had anything of that scale. Because Bowser is always like, you know, kidnap the princess, oh haha. Eggman is very much world domination.
Deep down in the darkest night, you're losing all your light, and in a marching war, and you can't hold it anymore. I know everything is hard. I've been dealt those same cards. Just remember, in the darkest night, there's always a candlelight. Sometimes it's hard to see, but that light can never leave.
God, this is an awkward angle.
You're trapped in your own mind. To yourself you can't be kind. Stuck alone, trapped in a home, feeling nothing but numb and cold. A maze stuck in your own head. paralyzed in your own bed. Just remember in the darkest night, there's always a candlelight. Sometimes it's hard to see. That light can never leave. Nothing, feeling lost and fading. No grip for you, no idea what to do. Crashed and falling, the walls are closing. Just get it out of my
There aren't really any good guys in the Mario universe, whereas in Sonic there clearly are.
head.
Yeah.
Just remember in the darkest night, there's always a candlelight. Sometimes it's hard to see.
There's no such thing as straight people, Mario!
But when the world is no longer bright,
That is sticking to my
back
finger.
with the candlelight. Looking back on when I was a little moppy-headed boy, then my only worry was for Christmas what would be my toy. Even though we sometimes
Ugh.
didn't get there, we were happy with the joy the day would bring. Sneaking out the back door, hang out with those hoodlum friends of mine. Greeted at the back door, but I thought I told you not to go outside. Try your best to bring the water to your eyes. Thinking it might stop her from putting you behind. I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days end? If I have to go, I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days end? If I have to go, 'cause I love you so.
Let's try it now. How is this supposed to attach? He's like holding it up in front of his face? He's holding it up in front of his face, I guess. It's a bit odd. Doesn't feel right. Isn't it supposed to go the other way around? Yeah, that looks more correct. Little pot goblin, what is going on with him? I feel like the implication is that he's meant to perch on the edge, but that feels so delicate, so I kind of want to have him, like, sit. Because the little sprues sort of imply that he's like perching like that. That's begging to get snapped off. So I feel like I want to rest the edge of him like that. Plus there's like a little lip there, so that feels a bit more intentional actually, now that I look at it. There's a little lip there that does line up with the edge of the pot. What a strange little guy. What a strange little guy. This is one of the things, anything I need to say though about Luigi is that you say it's amusing how Luigi is played as thinking he's somehow lesser than Mario. Is he? I don't think it's not like Mario's ever mean to him, and it's not like NPCs are ever that mean to him. What the hell is in here? Ah, definitely not Gandalf. Complete with Molotov cocktail. This is another one where they don't quite fit a 1-inch base, and I'm like, God damn it. Wow, look at that hair. Look at that hair. That is a look. Ah! Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White. A woman in need of a few extra meals. Not Delmara. What is that? That is a demon with way too many arm options. So apparently Eddie. That's just a basic knight number 4. Basic knight number 5. Basic knight number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Odysseus, apparently. Number 9. Conan the Barbarian, apparently. That's quite cool. It's a warlock with a pseudo-dragon familiar. It looks like a halfling of some sort, but I'm trying to work out what she's got with her. Because it looks like there's a helmet piece, but she has a head on her mini, so that's interesting. Ah, what number did we get up to? Number 10. Ah, an evil wizard. You can tell he's evil because of the way he has a pointed mustache and eyebrows. Another wizard. This is just a bag of like potential player characters. A maiden. Halfling barbarian, that looks kind of neat. Hoplite of some kind, because they've got the helmet. Number 11. Why are you not in a bag? Oh, God. That feels like a production error. Are you missing anything? I don't think she's actually missing anything. I think she just needs to have her arm attached. Okay. Ah, definitely not Driz de Worden. And a female knight. Jesus, okay. That's a lot. Well, let's start with you, because you guys don't have bags for some reason. Again, all of these minis are like too big for what is meant to be a standard unit of measurement, you know. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. They're all too big for it. Why did I get all of these bases if none of you are gonna fit on these bases? What's the point? That fits nice and easily in there at least. Yeah, Thane is generic knight number 2, which is why I started counting from 4, because we've got other knights in the way.
Let's take the raft and go. Just the two of us. Huh? Just kidding. What's gotten into you? You're the one that's changed.
Oh god. I hate it when the sprue is attached to the bit that you stick in the mini, because I'm like, where the hell do I cut? It's a shame this lady has a whip, because her stance is very Dalmara, and by that I mean the stance of someone who's about to fucking run.
I'll race you. Don't ever change. Huh? I just can't wait. Once we set sail, it'll be great.
Jesus. Well, because all of these are... These very much have the vibe of, you know, because they all look the same, like fricking Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here, of they give NPC vibes as opposed to player character vibes, where it's like that's NPC vibes, that's player character vibes. So these guys may not be based just because of how awkwardly shaped the bottom is. Dunno. What else is in here? I even said to Spook, I feel like I want to prioritize like painting monsters over painting humanoids. Because we got so many humanoid minis, I feel like the monsters are the ones that are going to get used more. Because most of the humanoids are basically, is it your player character? No, well then it's not going to get used. Alright, this entire bag is actually labelled. It's only about 50% of the bags that are labelled, and this one is labelled Rocky. And I believe Rocky is a little tiny dragon. So I believe all of these are going to be a little dragon. Which sounds dope to me. I say little tiny dragon. He's about twice the size of a man. Oh, look at his face. He's so cute. Honestly, this has the energy of not being a D&D mini, but is literally just like a collectible figure. That's the energy this is giving off. This is probably the last one that we'll do. He is a designated little guy. What a cutie patootie. He's resting his arm over his little treasure. So cute. I don't need to file that down, do I? Does that fit on there okay? I don't think I do need to file that down. But this bit might need filing down a bit. And then he sits on there like a little sweetie. I don't think I'm going to sit him on there just yet, just so I can get at some of these areas with the putty a bit better, just to get rid of those seams. I came here a long time ago and neither of us knew it. Right, those are probably going to be ready to paint. Well, they are ready to paint and have been for most of the stream, but I just didn't. They just need like a little bit of grey on them and they'd be done. Those two are ready to paint as well, so that's probably what we're going to do tomorrow. All of this lot are probably just going to get thrown back in the cupboard, in the humanoid section. So I kind of want to prioritise painting monsters. We have drops? No, we don't technically. The drop is if you subscribe. It's being like shown as a drop, but it's not a watching drop. It's a subscribe drop. If you subscribe, you can get 3 months of Apple TV for free. If you're into watching programs and stuff like that. I literally told my parents the other day because they actually do use Apple TV, but unfortunately it's new customers only. My parents already use it, so that's a shame. But hey, if you wanna... I don't even fucking know what's on Apple TV. I don't watch TV shows, so I can't even be like, oh, if you want to watch this, you can get it on Apple TV. I don't watch TV shows. So, I'm the worst at advertising this. Meh. Yeah, my thought exactly. Meh. I'll live. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff to shove back in the cupboard. And back in the box. But yeah. And so we had about 5 of these boxes come through from Kickstarter. I am very gradually getting through some of them now. And when I say that, I mean most of the stuff is just being taken from the box out of their packaging so that they're like this, and then they're just going back into the cupboard. But at least they're like out of the boxes now. Right, I'm gonna put the rest of these Rockies back in the Rocky bag. But yeah, because the boxes aren't actually in the cupboard, the boxes are on top of the cupboard, taking up room into its room still. So my main goal internally is to try and get the minis out of the boxes and into them, so we can have a surface. Problem is that the cupboard is kind of full to bursting, so I gotta get them painted, because once they're painted, they go out of the cupboard and downstairs to the painted section. So it's just a constant case of the queues being blocked. The only thing I watch is YouTube and Crunchyroll and Twitch. I only watch Twitch and YouTube these days. And frankly, I don't even watch as much YouTube as I used to. I watch a lot more Twitch now. Unsurprisingly, I guess. Being a Twitch streamer, I guess it's like seeing what other people like. I don't know. Professional interest, I guess you could say. But also, I'm friends with a lot of streamers. I like to see what my friends do. But anyway, it's 1:10, so it is time for a walk and lunch. What is our walking route of the day going to be? I'm going to go put this knife back. Go back and look there. That's a bunch of plastic sprues to go in the bin. I'm going to need to empty that bin soon, I think. Those tweezers need to go back to where they came from.
So many people have come and gone. Their faces fade as the years go by. Yet I still recall as I wander on, as clear as the sun in the summer sky.
Need like 40 monsters. That's fine because the little guys count. It's not large monsters. It's little monsters. Both. It's big monsters and little monsters. So 40 isn't actually too much. Because I mean, there's literally 3 outside my doorstep. It's not too bad. Have you seen any Mizzies running around? They seem to have disappeared, and I want the bubble plates. Well, there's none on my radar at the moment. They don't spawn in the desert. It looks like my entire neighborhood is a desert. I can see a Mizusune about to spawn in a hunter's log down the road. But yeah, most of my neighborhood is desert today, so that is not biome But neat, that means I get to go collect bones. Right. I will see you guys a little bit later to work on the cobble. I'm feeling better now because the painkillers kicked in. Woo! So I will see you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope to see you around. Bye.
I close my eyes and she's